Hello and welcome to News 11. I'm Justin Todd.
And I'm Mallory Brown. Today's show is all about going green. Coming up, we'll tell you ways experts say you can help slow the global warming process.
And we'll tell you how your transportation is affecting the environment. News 11 In Depth starts now. By now, we've all heard about global warming. Simply put, it's the accumulation of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere that causes the Earth's temperature to rise. These gases are created mainly by the burning of fossil fuels such as oil and coal, and by deforestation. Many experts believe that most of the warming in recent decades is likely the result of human activities. In addition to warmer temperatures, the climate changes we are seeing affect rainfall patterns, snow, ice cover, and the sea level.
One way experts say we can help slow global warming is to consider the effect our cars have on the environment. News 11 In Depth's Holly McCarthy has more.
Americans love their cars. A 2001 Pew Research survey found that there were more registered vehicles than licensed drivers. Whether people drive for pleasure or just to get from point A to point B, all those cars lead to increased carbon dioxide levels in the atmosphere. Though many people are already aware of global warming, the issue may seem just too big for the average person to grasp. They may think, what can I do? The EPA says there are many things individuals can do. They say 1/3 of greenhouse gas emissions stem from transportation. The EPA's first tip for cleaner living is to choose a fuel-efficient vehicle. The Toyota Prius is the best-selling hybrid car on the market.
It actually runs off of gas and electricity. And the miles per gallon in the Prius is 48 miles per gallon in town and 45 miles on the highway. And as you're running around town, the majority of your stop-and-go traffic, anything under 35 miles an hour, you're running off the batteries. One of the neat things about the Prius, as well as our other hybrids, is that they actually put out 80% less emissions than a regular gas engine does.
To conserve gas, some companies have switched to hybrid cars for their employees.
We drive a hybrid for fuel economy mostly. Environment had something to do with it. Fuel economy wasn't the only thing.
For those who aren't in the market for a new car right now, there are still ways to reduce carbon dioxide emissions. Choosing an alternative method of transportation is an easy and money-saving way to help. Saving the Earth can also be fun.
I think global warming is a pretty serious issue, so by helping the environment, I chose to ride my skateboard to class, and next car I'm gonna get is gonna be a hybrid.
Reducing the amount of gas you burn is not the only way you can help. Buy smart. Before buying a vehicle, check out the EPA's Green Vehicle Guide. Drive smart. To improve fuel economy, go easy on the brakes and gas pedal, and unload unnecessary items in your trunk to reduce weight. Tune your ride. Keep your car well tuned and use the recommended grade of motor oil. Check your tires. Underinflation reduces your fuel economy by up to 3%. And give your car a break. Leaving your car at home just 2 days a week will reduce your emissions by an average of 1,600 pounds per year. Global warming affects us all, so whether you choose to drive a hybrid car or alternative methods of transportation, such as skateboarding, walking, or biking, we can all do our part to help save the environment. For News 11 In Depth, I'm Holly McCarthy.
For the complete list of 25 ways you can help, log on to www.epa.gov/climate-change. You can find energy-saving tips as well as a personal greenhouse gas emissions calculator.
With gas prices steadily rising, 40 miles to the gallon in an eco-friendly car sounds smart. Well, actually it is. The Smart Car is a new addition coming out this year. The 8-foot, 8-inch tiny compartmental car with 2 doors has neither a hood nor a trunk. It also gets around 40 miles per gallon combined city and highway driving, with significantly lower gas emissions. The car has 4 airbags, anti-lock brakes, stability control, and a collapsing steering column. It comes in 3 different models: the Pure, the Pulse, and the Passion. Each model costs less than $18,000. Smart is also an official global partner of Live Earth.
Although gas prices normally go down during the holidays, this may not hold true this year. The average price for a gallon of regular unleaded gasoline in Georgia has gone up more than $1 compared to this time last year. Currently in the state, gas averages just over $3 a gallon and is projected to continue rising. The cause is an increase in the price of crude oil. The Energy Information Administration suspects that supply and demand fundamentals have been the cause of the spike in gas prices over the past year.
VSU and the city of Valdosta began a recycling partnership last April. While the program has been a huge success, some wonder where their recyclables go after leaving campus. News 11's Jade Bulecza has more.
With an increase in recycling at VSU, the VSU physical plant is placing more recycling centers around campus. The plant and other departments on campus are also emphasizing the importance of recycling education to everyone. Greg Gordon, who oversees the recycling program, has a couple of reminders on what to do before depositing items into their recycle bins.
The biggest thing we can help with is if people will produce more clean, recyclable material. Very often we find material and there'll be food contamination in it, and that causes a problem for us because they can't use that. So if people would just make the effort of trying to keep the material clean and in the proper area, that would make a great effort.
But where do these recyclable items go? After the recycling items are picked up from campus by the VSU recycling crew, they're taken to a centralized location behind the VSU bursary. The city of Valdosta picks up the recyclables on a weekly basis. After materials are brought to the Public Works Department, they are sorted in a process called commingling. Glass bottles, plastic, tin, and aluminum are all bundled together and shipped to a company called SP Recycling, located in Gainesville, Florida. The paper materials are shipped to a paper mill in Dublin, Georgia, also owned by SP.
Once it's at the end process of the material is then broken down into the various commodities and I think the raw material is sold to users that turn that material into fibers for clothing or material or what have you.
This is Jade Bulecza with News 11 In Depth.
Coming up, we'll tell you how VSU activists are working to promote a green fee on campus.
Stay with us.
Quick tips on keeping your kitchen green. Checking to make sure simple products in your kitchen are fair trade certified is a quick and easy way to go green. For example, changing your non-organic products, such as your tea and coffee, to organic is a great way to go green in your kitchen. Another way to keep your kitchen green is by buying fresh organic foods from local grocers. And it is best to buy organic foods such as potatoes, carrots, apples, and onions during this autumn season.
It is the privilege of VA to honor our nation's veterans with the excellent health care they have earned. And it is the nurses of VA, men and women of all backgrounds, who help to make that quality health care possible by providing excellent and direct care to every one of their patients. VA Nursing, a career in caring. Contact vacareers.com.
Explore nature with your child or grandchild. You'll discover that what's really important in life is life itself. Go to ArborDay.org and check out the Arbor Day Foundation's Kids Explore Club.
Of the Arbor Day Foundation, family trees across the nation. Plant a tree today for all the world to share.
The new Kids Explore Club, bringing children closer to nature and closer to you.
Spread the word.
Someday, I'll be a ballerina, just like them. And this will be my stage, where I twirl and float and swirl. Someday, this won't just be my wish. Someday, I won't be sick.
Last year, the VSU group SAVE, Students Against Violating the Environment, came up with a proposal to add $9 to student fees each semester to make VSU a green campus. The Green Fee Initiative was supposed to increase recycling, reduce waste, and reduce VSU's dependence on coal. News 11's Janelle Collazo spoke with students to learn more. What did you find out, Janelle?
Well, Justin, the Student Government Association passed the bill, but it was denied by the Student Fees Committee. Instead, $140,000 was added to the budget to expand the campus's efficiency programs. However, SAVE continues to fight to gain student support.
Students Against Violating the Environment, or SAVE, is an organization dedicated to preserving the environment. SAVE was started by 3 students in 1988 who had a passion to change their world. SAVE member Mark Johnson is an active member in some of their leading projects.
Some of the projects that we have implemented at Valdosta State are the recycling program. We're frequent volunteers at river cleanups, creek cleanups, anything that involves cleaning up the environment, making a change to global warming, conservation of energy, conservation of water, we're definitely involved.
Their eyes now turn to a bigger goal. SAVE is trying to implement a green fee for VSU students.
Our current campaign, and the campaign that we've been working on since fall of 2006, is the green fee student fee increase. The increase amount would be about $9, hopefully $9, that's our recommendation. And basically what it would do is promote renewable energy on campus.
By raising student fees, VSU hopes to move away from using so much coal-based energy. By doing so, this will reduce the amount of pollutants in the air, rivers, and streams around Georgia. SAVE feels this is only a modest increase, but can result in significant environmental improvements. As of right now, VSU has not implemented the green fee and has continued their regular energy methods.
Currently, Valdosta State is implementing energy efficiency, and they are investigating ways to use energy more efficiently on campus, which is a very positive step considering the amount of coal-based energy that they are currently using. It would be a great benefit to stop using as much coal-based energy.
In the spring of 2008, the Southeastern Renewable Energy Conference will be held at VSU. The conference will bring over 500 students to the campus. SAVE also works with community leaders and organizations to make Valdosta a greener place. For News 11 In Depth, I'm Janelle Collazo.
News 11 In Depth went out to ask students on campus if they would be willing to pay the extra $9 per semester to make VSU a green campus.
I would have no problem paying the extra $9 since we're already paying, an already substantial amount of money for like comedy shows and Halloween parties or what have you. So $9 shouldn't hurt at all, in my opinion.
Yes, I would. I think it would. VSU would benefit from it. To be honest, just extra $9. I understand like all these other fees, but I think it's something good to go towards the campus.
They could fix up other stuff before they worry about the green campus.
Yes, I would be willing to pay that. If it's going to make the campus better and greener, definitely, yeah.
I wouldn't mind paying the extra $9 because it would make the campus more appealing and it might draw more students to come to the campus.
Coming up, we'll tell you what concerns the Valdosta community has for the future of its environment.
Stay with us.
Quick tips on keeping your bathroom green. Did you know the average 4-person household uses 146,000 gallons of water per year? A simple change from a 4.5 gallon per minute shower head to a 2.5 gallon per minute shower head will save you and your family approximately 20,000 gallons of water per year. You can also consider buying personal care products that are made with natural and pronounceable ingredients. Not only is this beneficial for the environment, but all natural products are better for your body as well.
You have coverage if that tree in your front yard ends up in your living room. Seat belts protect you in the event of an accident. You go through life being protected in dozens of ways. And if you're an investor, your personal safety net includes the Securities Investor Protection Corporation. It is there to return your securities in the unlikely event that your brokerage firm fails. That almost never happens. But don't you feel better knowing that the SIPC is there for you if you need it?
Citizens in Valdosta gathered recently to discuss environmental issues in Valdosta. News 11's in-depth Matt Gonzalez has more.
Before Mayor John Fretti was reelected, he and then mayoral candidate Ron Borders got together on a Wednesday night in late September at Hildegard's Restaurant in downtown Valdosta for an environmental debate hosted by the Sierra Club. The public was encouraged to ask Fretti and Borders all sorts of questions related to the environmental health in Valdosta. Candidates hit on a wide range of topics, including hybrid cars and new eco-friendly city buses, recycling, and ideas on encouraging more of it, subdivisions with only one entrance, rooftop gardens which promote cooling, single-stream recycling, DuPont and mill pond contamination, cool cities in the Mayor Climate Agreement, and the encouragement of local farming. Valdosta's own Herb Mason gave us his analysis of the evening.
A lot of questions that came out. I was really glad to see the answers that we got. There were a lot of questions involving some Superfund cleanup sites, which involve a lot of hazardous materials. There were even some small questions regarding a neighbor who possibly had long grass in the backyard, and you know we had just a full variety of questions.
After the debate, I was able to get with John Fretti, and he told us about the city's plans for new hybrid cars and fuel-efficient buses.
We found out through a study electric cars are going to be the best for the round town type of business that we do in inspections, code enforcement, zoning, and of course we're going to show it off. So other people say, hey, I want a hybrid. And our buses are going to be probably biodiesel is what I'm thinking.
Ron Borders had some innovative recycling ideas.
We have a blue container that we carry everything out to the street in. That's called single stream method. The problem with the effectiveness of that is this, is in my house I have 2 newspapers a day, that's 14 papers at the end of the week. I'm the only one that can carry that heavy thing out to the street. A lot of people cannot carry it because they don't want to get the clothes dirty or to put everything in there is too heavy. What we need to do is have a roll-out recyclable container where you put everything in there. It would be better to separate it, but that's not practical. Put everything in that, take it to the truck and wait. Then you get a credit against your sewer bill, which is based upon your water consumption, and that is an incentive for you to recycle.
Reporting for News 11 in depth, I'm Matt Gonzalez.
During the annual Keep Georgia Beautiful Awards luncheon, Valdosta Lowndes County was selected along with Bullock County, Griffin, and Savannah to receive a total of $2.2 million from Georgia's Solid Waste Trust Fund. The grant will be used to expand Valdosta's existing recycling facility and will also provide recycling opportunities in the unincorporated areas of Lowndes County and surrounding communities within a 50-mile radius. Valdosta Lowndes County was selected based upon its efforts to significantly reduce the amount of recyclables being disposed of in the landfill.
The Georgia Department of Agriculture is hoping to promote the use of ethanol-blended gasoline in the state. In order to do this, they are considering updating fuel quality standards. Commissioner of Agriculture Tommy Irvine said that he wants to encourage alternate forms of fuel and help Georgia farmers open new markets for their crops. 2 meetings will be held in Atlanta and Tifton during November to hear comments regarding any possible updates.
Community-supported agriculture is also known as organic farming. In order for foods to qualify as organic, they must be produced, harvested, and distributed without the application of synthetically compounded fertilizers, pesticides, or growth regulators. Organic farming aims to further enhance the health of ecosystems and all organisms. Conventional farming, however, uses large quantities of pesticides, which can lead to many diseases. For more information on organic farming in your area, contact the Georgia Department of Agriculture.
Coming up, we'll tell you how local citizens are getting knee-deep in the local cleanup.
Stay with us.
Quick tips on saving energy. Trying to keep up with the changing technology is not only time-consuming, but expensive. An easy way to keep your computer green and save a little money is by upgrading the machine you already have. It's good to keep in mind that while newer technology may be more efficient, older technology is more faithful. You can also save energy by switching from traditional light bulbs to compact fluorescent light bulbs, saving you on average 50% of your annual light bill, all while preventing a release of greenhouse gas.
I was a liberal arts major in college.
I didn't speak a second language.
What could I?
What could I offer the Peace Corps?
The answer surprised me. I served in South Africa teaching HIV/AIDS awareness.
Working with my students in Nicaragua was a great experience. We taught each other a lot about our countries and cultures.
This is the Peace Corps today.
Redefine your world. Join the Peace Corps.
Apply now at peacecorps.gov.
I remember when it first hit me. Applied energy in a forward direction equals human locomotion.
What does this all mean, Doc?
Well, it changed life as we know it.
I thought, wow, this concept might actually change the way we get from point A to point B. I felt like Einstein inventing the telephone.
I give you the human foot.
Get up, get out, get moving. A message from the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons.
A beautiful university under the palms and pines of South Georgia.
Just above the Florida border.
Halfway between Atlanta and Orlando.
We are Valdosta State
University.
Outstanding academics, a showplace for the arts,
and the home of champions.
Vision,
success,
and you.
Prepare for your world
by coming to ours.
Building for our next century, Valdosta State University.
Someday, I'll be a ballerina, just like them. And this will be my stage, where I twirl and float and swirl. Someday, this won't just be my wish. Someday, I won't be sick.
The stem cell issue is being debated throughout the country. Truth is, most everyone has an opinion, even if they don't know the facts.
Let's stop arguing and start really understanding the potential of stem cell research.
For us and for millions of Americans living with disabilities, get the facts.
Call 1-877-842-3442 for free information from the Stem Cell Research Foundation. That's 1-877-842-3442.
It starts in your own neighborhood. When you care enough to give your time to help someone still learning the way and getting involved in the needs of your community.
Once you've helped bring a smile to someone's face and help brighten their day, you'll be hooked for life.
The Major League Baseball Players Trust and Volunteers of America are teaming up to make a real difference in the lives of the people in our communities. Join a winning team. See what you can do to help.
Georgia has over 70,000 miles of streams and rivers. Often these rivers become polluted, but Rivers Alive is helping with the cause. News 11 In-Depth's Lindsey Ferguson has more about the local river cleanup.
October was Rivers Alive Month. The main event was the river cleanup. This year's cleanup cleaned not only one river, but 2 rivers in Lowndes County.
This is the first year we've done the Alapaha River. We have done the Little River for a total of 6 years. Been having to go back to that area just because it's been so abused, and it's kind of a no man's land.
Over 100 people volunteered for the event, including everyone from students to adults to even children. Much progress was made. Almost 6 tons of litter were found in both rivers.
Just about anything can be found in the river. Beer cans, trash bags, car parts, or maybe even a carcass.
This is the 9th year that Valdosta has participated in the Rivers Alive event, and Aaron Strickland has hopes for the future.
Next year are to find another waterway. Hopefully we won't have to continue repeating the same waterways, and just find another area that's more in need that we need to get some attention to.
If you would like to participate in a river cleanup or any other events to keep Valdosta beautiful, you can go to www.klvb.net or call 671-2499. Reporting for News 11 In Depth, I'm Lindsey Ferguson.
November 15th is America Recycles Day. This is the only day that encourages recycling among Americans all around the nation. For 10 years, ARD has been educating Americans about the benefits of recycling. With help from the National Recycling Coalition, more activities and programs relative to recycling have been formed. The purpose of this day is to promote the environmental, economic, and social benefits of recycling. For more information on how to help out in your area, contact the Georgia Recycling Coalition.
Valdosta is cracking down on the litter bug as the city hosts a litter enforcement training workshop. Last year, Georgia's Comprehensive Litter Prevention and Abatement Act passed to make it easier to cite someone for illegal dumping or littering. The workshop, which takes place in November, teaches attendees how aggressive litter enforcement deters additional crimes and how to work with courts to prevent littering in the community. For more information on how to get involved, contact the Georgia Department of Community Affairs.
With the trend toward green retailing not looking to subside in the near future, retailers are increasingly sourcing their products from suppliers with green practices. Industry giant Walmart has set a goal of reducing packaging across its supply chain by 5% by 2013. Processors are constantly turning to greener packaging options as consumers are demanding biodegradable, recyclable, reusable, and minimal packaging solutions. The green food and beverage packaging industry is forecast to total at least $42 billion by 2010 in the United States, with eco-friendly packaging expected to see 20% growth annually.
Thanks for joining us today. I'm Justin Todd.
And I'm Mallory Brown. We'll see you next time.
Hello, and welcome to News 11 In Depth. I'm Adam MacDonald.
And I'm Lindsey Lloyd. Today's show will cover the different aspects of health.
Topics covered will include obesity, staying physically fit, eating healthy, and preventing illness.
News 11 In Depth starts now. The rate of obesity is climbing. The percentage of children who are overweight has doubled in the last 20 years. Obesity increases a person's risk of illness and death due to diabetes, stroke, heart disease, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and kidney and gallbladder disease. Obesity may increase the risk for some types of cancer. Genetic factors play some part in the development of obesity. Children of obese parents are 10 times more likely to be obese than children with parents of normal weight.
Like many fast-growing American cities, Valdosta has many dining options. Whether it's fast food or casual dining, there's a place to eat for everyone. But when you can't decide what you want to eat, there is one style of restaurant where you can choose a variety of food.
What do you get when you mix the price and speed of fast food with the atmosphere of a sit-down restaurant? A buffet, and Valdosta has its fair share of them. From Asian, Mexican, and American cuisine buffets, there are plenty of options for Valdostans to choose from when it comes to all-you-can-eat services. There's Ryan's, an American-style buffet with over 100 items including a meat bar, CC's Pizza, which offers a variety of pizza, El Potro, which has Mexican dishes, Old Times Country Buffet, which serves Southern-style food, and even KFC, which is mainly known as a fast food joint. And of course, there's the ever-popular Asian buffet, with two of the most popular in Valdosta being Fuji Gourmet in Colonial Mall Valdosta and Royal Buffet, located next to Walmart on Inner Perimeter Road. Fuji and Royal offer unique items like all-you-can-eat sushi, and Royal Buffet has an all-you-can-eat hibachi grill where raw food is cooked in front of you. But what about the health concerns when it comes to buffets? With items such as egg rolls, fried cheese, donuts coated with sugar, and fried chicken, isn't it unhealthy? Every buffet News 11 In-Depth went to had a salad bar available, but it seemed like most people were interested in the items that were battered and deep fried. Ken Courson, an assistant manager at Ryan, said his buffet offers several types of salads, but that doesn't mean the salad bar is popular.
That's probably the slower moving side of the bar is your fruit side of the bar, because a lot of people, unfortunately, don't eat healthy. But the food's there for them to eat healthy, and if they come in, if they own some kind of diet where they have to eat certain things, we will go out of our way to print them out something to let them know what we have, how much is calories in each thing, what it actually has in it, because all they got to do is ask, and we'll go in the office and print them out something.
Health experts say there are ways to avoid eating unhealthy at buffets. Tips they have are eat at the salad bar. Don't be peer pressured into eating fried foods your friends are. Eat in moderation. Just because it's all you can eat doesn't mean you have to eat until you are stuffed. And order a water. Avoid the sugary soft drinks. So why do people choose to dine at buffets? Look no further than the price and the variety of food.
And we also have our kids night on Tuesday night where we feed kids for free. Try to help mom and dad save a little money down the road. So we do a lot in the community like that with trying to help everybody, because the economy's tough right now, so everybody's looking to try to save where they can, and I think that's another reason they come in here, because like most kids, you never know what your child will eat, so they come in here because there's over usually 100 items on the bar.
With lunch prices ranging from $5 to $7, it's understandable why people choose buffets. They can eat as much as they want of different items for cheap, but whether or not that is good for the body is debatable. For News 11 In-Depth, I'm Adam MacDonald.
A holiday meal like Thanksgiving or Christmas dinner can easily top 2,500 calories. That's probably more than you need in a whole day. You might be able to get away with eating one meal like that over the holidays, but once you add more dinners and holiday parties, your diet can get out of control. It is no wonder many people start to gain weight this time of year. I discovered substitutions that may limit that extra weight gain.
From late November through New Year's Eve, the holiday season can seem like a 5 or 6 week long smorgasbord. For anyone not interested in bulging waistlines, this holiday obstacle course of high-fat foods, alcohol, calories, and carbs can seem unavoidable. Starting the meal in the kitchen with healthy cooking substitutions can make a big difference. For a healthy holiday, try using 2 egg whites in the place of 1 whole egg, or applesauce in place of oils when baking. Choosing skim milk in cooking and baking is a healthier choice, and you can't even taste a difference. The holiday seasons are a time for family and a time for food. When it comes to the main course, choose lean meats such as chicken and turkey. Use fat-free or low-fat broths to make the gravy or sauces. Don't prepare stuffing using the giblets. Instead, try using dried fruits such as apricots, raisins, and cranberries in place of half of the giblets. The stuffing will contain less calories and fat if you prepare the stuffing separately from the turkey. After the meal is over, there is always room for dessert. Healthy holiday eating doesn't mean you have to deprive yourself of all your favorite goodies. The last thing most of us want to think about over the holidays is dieting or watching what we eat. After all, Thanksgiving and Christmas starts the party festivities that last well into the new year.
Weight gain can be the result of more food than the body can use. Other factors include excessive alcohol intake and a non-active lifestyle. Tips to prevent weight gain are to avoid foods that are high in fat and sugar. Also reduce how much alcohol you drink. Keep food off your mind by avoiding stress and boredom. Stay in shape by working out 20 minutes a day at least 3 to 5 times a week. Coming up next, we'll discuss working out. Do you know what BMI is? Stick around for the answer.
A beautiful university under the palms and pines of South Georgia,
Just above the Florida border.
halfway between Atlanta and Orlando.
We are Valdosta
State University. Outstanding academics, a showplace for the arts,
and the home of champions.
vision,
Success
and you.
Prepare for your world by coming to ours.
Valdosta State University, building for our next century.
The answer to our question is body mass index is a key index for relating a person's body weight to their height. The body mass index is a person's key weight in kilograms divided by their height in meters squared. The National Institutes of Health now defines normal weight, overweight, and obesity according to the BMI rather than the traditional height-weight charts. Since the BMI describes the body weight relative to height, it correlates strongly with the total body fat content.
Researchers may have found a link between exercising and the increased production of an antidepressant chemical found in the brain. The study shows that exercise does help with depression symptoms, but the reasons why are less clear. Dr. Ronald Dumont of Yale University says that exercise clearly has direct and indirect effects on the brain. It's possible that the current findings reflect a direct effect of exercise on nerve cells or more general changes in the brain, like better blood flow or increased hormonal activity.
Researchers have discovered that the aging brain benefits from physical fitness. According to a new study, older people who are fit have better mental abilities. Dr. Arthur Kramer of the Beckman Institute says that fitness can enhance brain and mental function. Walking 2 or 3 miles a week would be enough to keep your brain in tip-top condition. If you do this, your cognitive function will be enhanced. Local seniors in the Valdosta area are proving this study to be true. Nikki Foreman has the story.
Exercising is a vital part of staying healthy. The Valdosta Lowndes Recreation Parks and Community Affairs Department offers plenty of opportunities to stay active. Senior citizens need these opportunities more than anyone.
It keeps them being able to be more mobile. We do silver sneakers here. I teach line dancing here. We have a fitness room for them. It keeps their minds working, and as long as their minds are working, they stay younger, they stay active. It keeps them from falling as much. It helps them with motion. We have a library. They get in the computer rooms. We have a billiards room for the guys. They go back there and they shoot pool from 8 to 5.
Insurance companies such as Blue Cross Blue Shield and Humana sponsor activities where seniors are active because ultimately it saves them money. Healthy people stay out of hospitals and doctors' offices. Therefore, these companies don't mind funding these programs. These programs are also events seniors enjoy attending.
Keep everything moving and going and everything loose. Oh, honey, if I didn't, I wouldn't be able to get around.
Oh, it makes me have more flexibility, and it rejuvenates me and gives me more energy, makes me feel better.
Staying active is important, especially for seniors to maintain a healthy lifestyle. For News 11 In Depth, I'm Nikki Foreman.
A 2006 federal government study showed that 1 out of 6 college freshmen gained 10 pounds or more in the first year of college. News 11 In Depth look at ways you VSU students can defy the odds. Holly McCarthy has more.
As students move off to college, they encounter a world entirely different from what they are accustomed to. They have to adjust to additional expenses, hectic schedules, more stress, and usually less sleep. As a result, many of them pack on the pounds during that first year. Some researchers have attributed the weight gain to consuming more alcohol and high-fat foods. However, decreased physical activity also plays a part. At VSU, there are many services available on campus to keep students healthy and help combat the notorious Freshman 15. The newly constructed Student Recreation Center is a state-of-the-art facility containing a rock climbing wall, cardio and weightlifting equipment, a heated pool, a walking track, along with basketball, volleyball, and racquetball courts. There are also aerobics classes such as cardio kick and yoga lattes held 4 days a week. The rec center has all the amenities students need to stay in shape and have fun at the same time.
I would have to say most students participate in the intramural sports. Most students who come here used to play high school sport, and some of us aren't good as we like to be. And so it just gives us a chance to have a competitive edge. Like we play basketball, there's softball. We even go as far as having poker and other game nights there. So it's pretty neat.
There's a little something for everyone, but in addition to physical activities, there are also consultants available at the rec center to inform students on ways to stay fit by making healthier food choices.
Someone sits down to get consulted. They sit down one-on-one with our consultants, and the consultant will ask the client, what are your goals, what are you looking to achieve, and then they'll develop a program that's specifically for that client to help them reach their goals and do whatever they want, whether they want to gain strength, lose weight, tone, or whatever they're looking to do. After the program is written up, the consultant will come out onto the floor and show the client exactly how to execute all the exercise, proper form, so that they are equipped and understand how to do it on their own.
The rec center is convenient for students as it's open from 6 a.m. to 11:30 p.m. on most nights. Several students have taken advantage of this facility and fought off the extra weight.
Well, all through high school, I never really gained that much weight, but I didn't exercise in high school, so when I came here, you obviously eat different foods and stuff like that, so it kind of started to notice, so I just, each day after my classes, I usually come here and I run. I usually work out my legs and my abs, and I try to do it every day, after my classes, and it also helps me, keeps my stress down because you're just listening to music and stuff like that, so that's when I like to do it.
Going off to college doesn't have to mean weight gain. Students can be proactive and take measures to prevent this from happening. Whether you're trying to maintain a healthy lifestyle or just trying to lose the infamous Freshman 15, taking advantage of the services available on campus is a good place to start. For News 11 In Depth, I'm Holly McCarthy.
Have you thought about ways of lowering your calorie intake? Here's a true or false question. Can you eat more fat-free foods than regular foods? We'll have the answer when we return.
Christopher, your word is SIPC.
Could you use it in a sentence, please?
In the unlikely event that your brokerage firm goes out of business, SIPC is there to protect you.
Civic. No!
Don't know about SIPC, the Securities Investor Protection Corporation? That's okay. We can spell it out for you. Learn more at www.sipc.org.
The answer to our question is you can lose weight by eating fewer calories and increasing your physical activity. Reducing the amount of total fat and saturated fat that you eat is one way to limit your overall calorie intake. However, eating fat-free or reduced fat foods isn't always the answer to weight loss. A fat-free food is not necessarily low in calories. In fact, it could be higher in calories because of added sugars. For example, if you eat twice as many fat-free cookies as you would regular cookies, you actually have increased your overall calorie intake.
In April 2005, the USDA released the My Pyramid Food Guidance System. The My Pyramid plan offers you a personal eating plan with the foods and amounts that are right for you. The My Pyramid Tracker is an online dietary and physical activity assessment tool that provides information on your diet quality, physical activity status, related nutritional messages, and links to nutrient and physical activity information. Visit the website at www.mypyramid.gov.
With the holiday season upon us, staying in shape is at the top of many people's to-do lists. We spoke with several VSU students, and here's what they had to say.
Okay, what I do to stay healthy and fit? Well, I eat right, I drink a lot of water. It's pretty hot down here in Valdosta. And I go to the rec center about 3 or 4 times a week, make sure I hit all the weight machines up, and that's pretty much it.
I watch my diet. I try to stay away from soda. I eat a lot of kale. It's good for you. And I try and walk as much as possible, just avoid driving and staying healthy.
Well, I pretty much don't do anything to stay healthy. I eat everything I want, and I've been the same size since I was in 6th grade.
Usually every morning I run my dogs, wake up, run my dogs in the morning before I go to sleep. I'm on a different couple whey proteins, creatines that I get from GNC, and I work out every day, swim a little bit, a little cardio.
I like to run a lot, and that's pretty much the extent of it right now at college.
I mean, I work out from time to time. And, I really don't watch what I eat because, I don't go crazy, but I don't eat that much, so I'm all right.
I usually do Pilates, and I try to run at the gym, but I really like Pilates and the classes they offer.
I try to eat a balanced diet, stay away from the fats, and I go to the gym at least 3 times a week.
I try to exercise at least 2 to 3 times a week, and I try to eat healthy, but it's not always easy.
Well, I cheer here at Valdosta, and we have practice 3 days a week where we run and condition, and then we have workouts on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So between that and trying to eat as healthy as I can here, that's about it.
College students are a largely unstudied age group when it comes to health conditions. However, these conditions are often preventable. News 11's Jade Bulecza has more.
18 to 24-year-olds may be more at risk for chronic health diseases such as obesity, heart disease, high blood pressure, and high cholesterol, according to a study conducted by the University of New Hampshire. Experts predict this current age group will carry a health burden larger than their parents.
18 to 24 college-age students, they don't really consider themselves to be unhealthy overall, even though they have different lifestyles perhaps than when they left home with, and more apt to eat out more, fast food, stay up late, eat late.
Eating healthy is not always a priority for those attending college with a limited budget. However, eating well and spending less can be done. It all starts with planning ahead. Plan out your meals to eliminate buying unnecessary items at the grocery store. Also, look at supermarket flyers for sales. Next, don't shop hungry. If you do, you'll buy more food and will not take the time to compare prices. Buy no-name or generic foods because they tend to be cheaper. Avoid purchasing convenience foods. Money spent on coffee and muffins each day can add up to $25 per week, money that could otherwise be spent on nutritious foods. While some believe food on campus is unhealthy, Valdosta State University offers a wide selection of healthy alternatives.
All of our dining places all over campus actually offer healthier choices. They simply have to make that healthier choice.
In addition, VSU encourages a healthy lifestyle through its many programs, including health fairs, a Weight Watchers program that started this past fall, and a recreation center.
Healthy eating combined with exercise may prevent you from having a chronic health condition later in life. Remember to start out slow when beginning an exercise program and gradually step up your routine to avoid getting injured. This is Jade Bulecza with News 11 In Depth.
What level of cholesterol will put you at risk of heart disease?
Stay tuned for the answer and more health stories.
I got a ham sandwich and some pretzels. You want some pretzels? Nah, I should have cookies or something. Like what? I don't know. About an orange. Forget it. Hey, Jay, you got anything? Don't ask Jay. Why not? Jay never has anything. What's up with that? Hey, you on a diet or something? Yeah, a diet. Jay's on a diet. That's all right, man. We understand. My mom's on a diet.
Do you know how many kids are risking their health by eating unhealthy foods, stuffing themselves, and not getting any exercise?
Thank goodness. You got here just in time. Where's the problem? In there.
Hey, what's going on? What are you doing?
Here, try this.
the original fast food.
Doctors know that our children need a diet rich in fruits, vegetables, high-fiber vegetarian foods to help them grow up healthy. Call for a free booklet or visit kidsgethealthy.org.
A large number of Americans have borderline high cholesterol levels, making them more susceptible to diabetes. The American Heart Association and the National Cholesterol Education Program recommend aiming for an HDL count of around 60 milligrams. Total cholesterol level of 240 or more puts a person at risk of heart attack and strokes. At these levels, it becomes essential to change one's diet completely and include heart-friendly exercises like walking and swimming.
The flu was worse than the common cold, and symptoms such as fever, body aches, extreme tiredness, and dry cough are more common and intense. Colds are usually milder than the flu. People with colds are more likely to have a runny or stuffy nose. Colds generally do not result in serious health problems such as pneumonia, bacterial infections, or hospitalizations. Now here's Leigh Matthews with more about how to prevent the common cold.
The average person catches 2 colds a year, and there are just as many myths about colds as there are sufferers. To fully understand what you can do to prevent and treat a cold, you must first understand what a cold is. We sought the advice of Mrs. Rita Collins at Farber Health Center at Valdosta State University, who gave us some very helpful information.
A cold is a virus, and it is transferable in the air rather than on contact. And it is not treatable by antibiotics. Rather, it's a person's immune system that kills the virus.
The peak season of infection is from October through May. Along with taking over-the-counter medications, working out can help improve your health. If you exercise regularly, it is important not to overexert yourself. Exercising more than 90 minutes a day can actually weaken your body's resistance to infection. Here are a few tips to help prevent a cold.
Decrease alcohol intake, nutrients, if you don't get it in your fresh fruits and vegetables, to take the supplements. Hand washing, whatever you touch, doorknobs, hand carts, keyboards, wash your hands before you put them anywhere around your face, and fresh air. And when you're in a closed environment and people are coughing, then it is in the air. Also, it has been recommended when you cough or sneeze, rather than using your hand and then putting the droplets in your hand, to use your sleeve instead, because if you use your hand, then when you touch something, then you are transferring the germs that way.
During the first 2 days of a cold, it is vital that you give your body a chance to repair itself. You can do this by getting plenty of rest, drinking lots of fluids, and eating a nice healthy bowl of chicken noodle soup. For News 11 In Depth, I'm Leigh Matthews.
A deadly infection is causing athletes to take preventative steps to stay healthy. News 11 Janelle Collazo has more.
An alarming rise of Staphylococcus, otherwise known as staph infection, has progressed over the last year in the athletic community. Staph infection is a type of bacteria that is typically found in nasal passages, but is most commonly found on the skin of healthy people. Most of the time, the bacteria causes no problems or just relatively minor skin infections, but the infections can turn deadly if the bacteria gets deeper into your body, invading your bloodstream, urinary tract, lungs, and heart. Staph has long been a health hazard for athletes who share towels in common areas like locker rooms, weight rooms, and whirlpools.
It usually resides on everybody's skin and on different surfaces, but really doesn't cause any problems until it enters the body through a wound or an open sore or something like that on the skin.
MRSA is a strain of staph infection that is becoming commonplace among athletes. This type of staph infection is passed person to person through skin contact, and while its symptoms are normally mild, it can be fatal if left untreated. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, MRSA is sending more than 130,000 people to hospitals each year. These outbreaks usually hit sports teams because players often have open wounds and are in close contact with each other. The first signs of MRSA are easy to miss. They can be as simple as a red bump on the skin and can often be mistaken for a pimple or boil. Athletes often don't see a doctor until it has started spreading and becomes much more dangerous. For athletes to prevent themselves from getting MRSA or any other type of staph infection, medical experts recommend to cover all wounds, no matter how minor, and to frequently wash your hands.
Another source of prevention for us is making sure that they shower and that we have enough soap and different types of soap to offer them to fight the infection. We keep a check on wounds just to make sure that they're not spreading, getting larger, or getting infected in any sort of way.
Not sharing towels or other personal items can decrease the chances of athletes getting this infection, while also cleaning athletic equipment on a regular basis. The CDC has worked closely with several sports organizations, including the NFL and the NCAA, to educate athletes on hygiene and preventative measures. Athletes may not be able to keep themselves from coming in contact with one another, but being aware of how to stay healthy makes the playing field a safer place. For News 11 In Depth, I'm Janelle Collazo.
Thanks for watching News 11 In Depth. I'm Lindsey Lloyd.
And I'm Matt MacDonald. We'll see you next time.